Good morning, guys. My name's Jason. I am the hubin. Lakeisha is at work right now. She's probably actually recording a video as we speak. Um, she was telling me another dream that she had, and man, I'll let her share it with you. But you know what? There is something that is happening right now on a global scale, and we all know. Um, uh, Essentially what it is. The Bible talks about the tribulation. It talks about the different things that are going to be coming, and it's exciting, but at the same time, man, some of the stuff that we're seeing, I never thought we'd ever see in our lifetime. I'd never. Well, I never. I knew what the Bible said, but I didn't know how things would start coming to pass. And before we get any further, let's go ahead and start the intro.
Get ready. Jesus is coming.
Boy. So the Star of Bethlehem is right now going on, and man, it's amazing to see. I wish I could see it right now, but our sky is so cloudy, we can't. And but I've seen some of the different things that other people have put up. It's kind of interesting, right? Because with the Antichrist, the way that I see the Antichrist is he is somebody who is going to come in pretty much as a counterfeit of Jesus, right? Everything that Jesus did, the Antichrist is going to um, essentially do, or it may be a little bit different. It may be just bringing peace to Jerusalem, but I think about it, right? We have the Star of Bethlehem that is taking place right now. It's kind of interesting, right? I'm now I'm not I don't know if this is something that is going to be used um, in validating the Antichrist, right? Because the way that I look at the Antichrist, for the Jews to believe that he's a Messiah, there's prophecy that would need to be fulfilled for him to try to uh, have that validated or have himself validated, right? The thing that's amazing to me is in the very first book of Matthew, it talks about the different prophecies that are fulfilled at the time Jesus was born. The prophecy about Jesus going to Egypt being fulfilled as he or after Herod had passed away. Herod was seeking him, and another prophecy that was to be fulfilled was that all of the blood of the children would mourn and not be heard. That was a prophecy because Herod had all of the children under the age of 2 killed because he was trying to have Jesus killed. Another one is in the Bible. It says that out of Egypt would come the Messiah, and it points that out in Matthew that needed to be fulfilled. Another thing, and he will be called a Nazarene. That's another biblical verse, prophetic verse. And, all of these things that are supposed to be fulfilled were fulfilled by Jesus. The thing is that they don't believe that he was the Messiah. So the Antichrist is going to come in and make it appear that he is the Messiah that they're talking about. And my wife and I, we talk about the apostles and the Christians. They all endured suffering, and one thing that we talk about is the church right now. They don't know suffering. You can say that there's Christians in other countries that are being beheaded and just being persecuted, but the body of Christ as a whole is not in any way conscious and having stamina, seeing any persecution like that in the beginning church. I think that the Jews with the Holocaust, that was something that they had experienced, and I think Christians are going to have the the same thing happen to them. Um, Here's my honest opinion about everything. I think that right now, this whole pandemic is going to be what starts to separate people from the world, so to speak. And I think there's the biggest and the loudest voice against the vaccines and um, the 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 things that we see. They're talking about having the chips and the vaccines, and there's a lot of things that we as Christians see, and we're just like, no.
There has been a spike in concerns over a new mandate that eliminates religious exemptions to the state's vaccination law. 7 Eyewitness News reporter Galat Malaman heard some of them at a meeting tonight.
Dozens of people packed the Christian Family Library in Cheektowaga to share how New York State's end to religious exemptions for vaccines affects their lives.
It's definitely affecting me. We were given 75 days notice and had to figure out how to homeschool our kids.
The law went into effect this school year. Assemblyman David DiPietro says the hundreds of emails and calls he's received from people against the law sparked the Friday night forum.
Message here is there's hope. We're going to fight this. This was an overreach tremendously by the far left in Albany to take away religious civil liberties, and we're going to let them know that we're not going to stand for it.
As a parent, I'm very much in favor of vaccinations. If you want to vaccinate your child, you should be allowed to do that. But just as much as you should have the right to vaccinate your child, you should also have the right to not vaccinate your child.
Some parents at the forum are against the law for religious reasons.
The coronavirus modifies DNA. I don't want that because God gave me DNA the way it was meant to be, and I don't want anything to alter it because He's perfect and He made me. So what I see is happening is we have these the anti-vaccine people, which the Christians are primarily the largest and most against that. And then we have those who want to take the vaccine. Now, this is, to me, what is going to cause the great divide, in which I can compare to the Nazis. What they did was a great divide. They separated all of the Jews out of the public atmosphere.
Have you seen this?
What? I'm working. What is it?
It's where they're going to put us.
What do you mean, put us?
By order of the governor of the Warsaw District, Dr. Fischer, concerning the establishment of the Jewish district in Warsaw. There will be created a Jewish district in which all Jews living in Warsaw or moving to Warsaw will have to reside. Look here. Jews living outside of the prescribed area will have to move to the Jewish district by 31st of October, 1940.
They won't get all of us. It's too small. There's 400,000 of us in Warsaw.
No, 360,000. So it'll be easy.
What am I supposed to do? You tell me.
Right? I believe that they're going to separate all of the anti-vaccine people out of the public sphere, because it's easier for them to do what they do if nobody is able to really watch publicly. And I believe that the same type of camps, or all of those things that happen to the Jews, I believe are going to happen to Christians or anyone who is an anti-vaxxer. But as Christians, we do it because or we don't take the vaccine because of what we feel in our hearts with God, and what we feel is symbolic of Bible prophecy.